Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today, you may notice I am using a webcam, which is kind of new. Uh, I just wanted to try it out. I might not do it like on all my series, because like some kind of I think may feel better, but I'd like to try it out on this one, and I may incorporate it with others, see how it works. And you may notice I have a Pikachu right here. Why don't you have a Pikachu? I guess. Anyway, we're going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. There's not a plus right there, but this is plus. And I think this game is sort of intense, so I don't know. This game's not suitable for children. Those are easily disturbed. So let's see what happens. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Okay, so would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. Um, oh my gosh, is that, oh, that audio is really loud. Let me actually, can I guess I'll just change in OBS. Okay, it should be a little less loud for you, but it's still incredibly loud for me. So let me actually just change that a little bit. All right, so we'll do no. I think I should be okay. I don't really like spoilers, but kind of part of the experience, right? By playing this game, you agree to have noticed the game's age rating and your region and consent to exposure of highly disturbing content. I feel like this is a part of the experience because, like, it's okay. Let's go. Let's see what happens. That's still loud for me. This game is not suitable for children. Oh my gosh, it just keeps repeating it. Okay. All right. Load game. Let's just... So I'm in the DLC version already. All right. Let's click new game. My name. Oh, do I just type it? Oh. Major pilot. All right. No spaces. All right, let's see what happens. I guess. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. All right, we used to walk to school together, or on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Okay, so this is a visual novel, by the way, so it's going to be me reading a lot of text, I think. So hopefully my voice doesn't go away. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel bad, better running off. Okay. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalks and let Sayori catch up to me. Is the audio still good? I think it's fine, hopefully. Hi. Ha ha. Hello. I overslept again. Really, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That means that's mean, Major Pilot. Okay. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. All right. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Ha ha ha. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Major Pilots, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Okay, that's not true. I wonder what club I'm gonna join. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever you're saying, or whatever she's going about. Oh, this is my head. Let me actually just change the audio in the settings real quick. Okay, so I think that's good. My my audio is kind of weird with the way I have it set up on OBS, so it's like really low. Like I even went to the other setting. But anyway, let's just continue the game. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations. Okay. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I don't know what that means. You trust me? Yep. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I look at a few clubs. I'll look at a few clubs that makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I don't know. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay, next scene area, I guess. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Okay. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sounds fun. Hello. Sayori, hello. Sayori must have come up into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of class, but I just saw you sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. What's an Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Alright? Not that I was ever aware that she had the interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club vice president. Okay, that said, my interest in the literature is so guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. He. Okay, don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori really is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. Okay, I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Alright, yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Okay. Cupcakes are pretty good. I don't know, icing's maybe a bit too strong for me, but I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Alright, everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me new member. A new member. Major pilot, okay. I glance around the room. Not really anyone there. Oh, hi. Girl 1, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Major Pilot, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Okay, all words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. So sorry? Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Okay, Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. So there's 3 other people, right? Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Major Pilot. Monika smiles sweetly. Okay. We know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little, you too, Monika. Okay, I just cut it off, but I guess we know what that means, right? Come sit down, Major Pilot. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'm only using my mouse for this game, which is kind of nice, because sometimes I get tired when I use my keyboard, and it's also kind of loud sometimes, I guess. So I can sit. I'll get the cupcakes. All right. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? Okay. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Alright. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh, whoa, ah. Okay, Natsuki lifts the foil tray and realizes a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and a little piece of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Alright, Sora grabs one, then Monika. I follow. Alright. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full. Had already managed to get icing on her face. Congratulations. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. It can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I made it or anything. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Maybe, made them for your— Oh, I got it right! Okay, I'm pretty proud of that, actually. Because I honestly don't know. Hey, I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy. Wow. Okay, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, before setting the teapot next to my cupcake tray. I'm not a huge fan of tea, to be honest. I like when water has like a stronger thing in it, or like when drinks have like a lot of sugar. Not like too much sugar, but like they're more like pure in what they are, you know? Okay. You keep a whole tea set in classroom? I read that wrong. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get timid. Yuri's not trying to impress you. That's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe in you. I believe, oh, I believe you, okay. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Okay, I'm glad. In this universe, I enjoy tea, so I'll take the tea, I guess. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. It's a very dead stare you have, like, I don't know. So what made you consider the literature club? I was kind of dragged in here, but you know, I was afraid of this question. I just like books so much, you know, like, you know, when you see a book and you're like, I have to read that book. It's just a book. I mostly read, you know, graphic novels or manga because I don't really like going through all the words because reading is long and stuff. So this is why I play like a visual novel game, right? That's cool. Okay. Sometimes something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I practically was dragged in here by Sayori. Okay, I used the exact word dragged, okay? I can predict some things. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. I think that's about right. That's kind of true, right? Well, make sure to feel right at home, okay? I'll try. As president of Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting. All right. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand the politics around the major clubs. Okay. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I understand that. I'd much rather to take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is so great, is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Okay, so you're the leader of the club, you're the vice president, and then the other two people are just other people who are here. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club, I'd imagine. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. Okay. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Should I agree? Yes! I am going to support this club so much. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to just find these three. I guess. Alright, maybe that's why they were so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. I mean, how many people are in this school? It's like, how big are most clubs? Like, you had said there's like major clubs. Like, how many people would that be? Because I don't really, like, know what would be normal there. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Okay. So, Major Pilot, what kinds of things do you like to read? Oh, I already said, but like, you know, I'd read an interesting book if it doesn't have pictures in it. But like, the books that people assign for school are just very boring and depressing most of the time. So, I like graphic novels and stuff, but like if the story is really good and I can connect with the character, I'd like that, I guess. Considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Okay, that's kind of what I said, sure. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. I'll agree with that. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on to clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like reading a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. I feel like that's, what's the word? Foreshadowing, for some reason. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Okay, sure. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. All right. I read a horror book once. Um, yep, I probably did. I desperately grasp something I can relate at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I'm not a huge fan of horror, to be honest, but I understand, like, I recently understood why people like horror, because I'm like, why would you like horror? But it's the interest and intrigue of it. So it's kind of like spicy food. Like, why would you like spicy food? It just hurts. But sometimes it doesn't hurt. It gives you like an interest. It like excites you in a certain way. But varying levels of, or degrees certain people can take, which is kind of my way of thinking about horror, I guess. So I don't like too gory stuff, but it's good to expose yourself to different things, right? Just try it out. But don't do anything too intense, you know? I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Are you afraid of me or something? Never mind. Okay. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? That gives you, what gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Squiggle. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is as cute as you are. Sayori slides behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute, okay? Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? I write poems sometimes. I feel like I'm okay at writing poems. It's like, you know, like all works of art are very interpretive, so it's what you get out of it by what you like has how you interpret it. So, or how like you feel, but like I feel like I can get meaning with like almost any words, and I can express it in a way that I enjoy. So poems are really just a way of expressing yourself, right? So they can be fun sometimes. No. Natsuki averts her eyes. I forgot what I said. Was it like, share them? Okay, yeah, share them. Okay. You wouldn't like them. Well, how do you know that? Not a very confident writer. Yet, I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Okay. The truest form of writing is the writing to oneself. That's kind of what I just said, right? Sort of. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Alright, do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example for Natsuki to feel comfortable enough to share hers. Okay, I think this is a good place to end the episode. We got a little bit in the story. Nothing creepy has happened so far, right? So, I think it's a good place to end the episode. So far, I'm enjoying it, the game. I'm not sure what's going to happen next. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Bye. Oh, what is this? I log in? So I was just trying to exit the game. Oh, okay. Quit. Okay, that's it.